But we're not talking about either of those things today. But who am I? I'm Josh Greathouse, creator of Bang the Ballad of the Tiger. Am I here to push my wares today? No, I'm here as a fan. And I'm here to talk to you about, well, if you've been in this game long enough, you start to hear certain titles over and over again. And one of them is Jeff Smith's Bone, a classic. One that I recommend everyone reads. But the question being, what's the best way to read it? Because, anything that's been successful and been around for a while is going to have multiple ways of reading it, especially this honker right here. So today we're going to go through a brief elevator overview of it, but looking at each of the builds and really looking at the Kickstarter Deluxe. So join us today and let's dive into some bone. So, what are some of the versions of Bone that are out right now? I would say there's 4 key ones. There's the all-in-one, black and white. This is a tome, collects everything in one. There's the Scholastic builds, which are each one separated into its own story. There's 9 of these. These are the 2 paperback versions. Well, 2.5. Then we got the all-in-one slipcase colored edition, which is hardcover. Now, this guy, chonker. So, same contents in both of these, colored, black and white, paperback, hardcover. Last but not least, we got the new one, the deluxe version, also in a slipcase. Oversized art, black and white. Now, this is the 1.5. So, to get the hardcover, it's Kickstarter exclusive. The paperback version is out right now anywhere you buy comics. Now, same interiors, just different binding. Okay, so Bone originally started off as single issues. This was all created by one creator, Jeff Smith. Now, I first actually discovered Bone back in the days of Disney Adventures, which I wish I had a copy of one of these. That was the first time it was colored, because the original issues, they were black and white. And that was one of those things, because I think it went up to the Great Cow Race. Now, years later, I discovered Bones at Barnes & Noble, and it was actually this volume here. Went home, read it, loved it. All of a sudden realized, I'm oh, I need more of these. Rushed back to get volume 2. And I think volume 3 and maybe volume 4 was out at the time. But all of a sudden I had to wait on these. And it got to the point where it's I got tired of waiting. So I requested for my family this version right here, which is the all-in-one black and white. Now, if worst case scenario, desert island, one bookshelf, it would be this version right here. Part of it's sentimental values because it was a gift for Christmas. Part of it too, it's all in one. It's kind of just me. I prefer the black and white. I think it's just mainly because that's how Jeff Smith saw it. Now, let's go through the builds of these. I'm going to start off with the paperbacks first, and then go into the hardcovers. Now, just for the record, I am not keeping all these versions. I'm keeping this one, the 2 colored, but I am actually going to be giving these away. I love, like I said, great versions, great stuff, but I don't need 4 volumes. So, this one, the Scholastic ones, this is going to be the cheapest one, the easiest ones to get to. These are paperbacks. I would recommend this for someone who's on the fence. I believe most libraries have these versions. Great way to start. Oh, ho ho ho! That's how well. I did not realize they were that well worn. Okay then. So yeah, these have been around. I did not realize they were that well loved. So not the best. Not the best. I'm going to see if I can repair that or not. Yeah, like I said, this has just been well loved, well read. This covers up to Out of Boneville. Oh, so what's the pitch to Bone? I can't believe that fell apart on me. So what Bone is, these 3 cousins, phone Phone Bone, Phony Bone, and Smiley Bone get kicked out of their town, Boneville. Think kind of like Disney Ducks comics, and they end up in this valley, and it kind of feels like Lord of the Rings setting. Not necessarily like exactly Lord of the Rings, but it's like fantasy, medieval, even to the point of like one of the ongoing gags is like they don't have money, they don't believe in capitalism, they believe in bartering system. So from there, then like a lot of stuff gets kicked off because of the Phone Bones entering the scene. And now these first 2 volumes cover what the first deluxe is. There's going to be 4 of those. So, and some of the best creatures, the rat creatures. That's kind of that. This kind of shows off what it's a fun, goofy comic, but it does get dark. It does get serious. And it's the kind of thing. Do I recommend it for children? Absolutely. But it's also, this was created originally for adults. So it gets dark. It gets like just goofy and fun. But like I said, this is, if I had to have like, bookshelf, only so many series, this is one. Now, I think a lot of people will appreciate the colored versions. And like I said, I'm not going to go through all these. There are 9 volumes in total to get this. And I believe each one's like, this is like $11. I think they're like 12 or 13 now. So it's like, it's going to be the most cost-effective way. Now, the other good version about this is they come with some like sequel and prequel novels. I have this one, Rose, which is a prequel to Bone. So I would read Bone, then read this. I do know there's more of these. Then there's the all-in-one. This one is by Cartoon Publishing, which is Cartoon Books, which is Jeff Smith's company. Now, this thing I've read, and it's the kind of thing like I would definitely, even if this fell apart, I would replace, like try to fix this or try to replace it. But this is black and white. Now, you can kind of tell right here, there's some ghosting. Here's the thing. One, the rumor is this is made by a company that does Bibles. But there's over 1,000 pages in this. So not to spoil anything. Because I believe there's... It doesn't say, of course not. Over 1,300 pages. So it's a chunker of a book. Like there's all done by one artist and creator. So this is one. So the next one we have is the all-in-one color. Now, granted, I have not read this guy yet. There goes my... You can tell just how heavy this thing is. It literally shakes everything. This guy, you can usually get on sale. Like I got this for like 60 some odd bucks this year from Amazon. So I would keep an eye out for it. Comes with a ribbon. This is everything, same context as the Scholastics, same color job, just in a hardcover all-in-one. This is probably, if I had to take a guess out of this community, this is probably how most people are going to get this book and enjoy it. Like I said, just kind of showing off some of the pages. And yeah, this thing gets chunky. Good binding, good eye. I will say with this thing, you want to take care of it. It's well built, but it's heavier than even like a omnibus. So it's like, this isn't the kind of thing you want to drop. So yeah, this is probably one I could see most people getting, is the all-in-one. Now, the next one is the deluxe Kickstarter only hardcover. Now, they are selling the paperback. I believe the slipcase is the same, like build and everything, but the interiors are the same. It's just the difference is those are paperback. This is a hardcover. And let's quickly go through this. So, starts off with the map of the valley and another ribbon. This one's interesting. This starts off showing, first things first, once again, Jeff Smith's been aware of. You can kind of see it. It's of the ghosting. You can kind of see it there. It's one of those things. I honestly, you kind of get into a flow. You start to ignore it. This is cool though. He shows off these 4 panels, but this is, and it's hard to see. Like you can see a little bit there. I don't know if it picks up on camera. Oh, this one does. This is actual original art before it was cleaned up, so you get to see the pencils. There is an artist edition. I wish I owned it. So they got a little bit more of those. Forward by by Maggie Thompson, and I believe there's one. And this doesn't spoil anything. This just kind of gives an oversight. Then one for Jeff Smith, and it starts off with the Phone Bones. Starts off with the out of Boneville. You can tell I'm not a professional. This covers the first 2 Scholastic books, and this is a great version. It was fun to read this oversized. I highly recommend it. Is it for everyone? No, but I am so glad I got this. And it's the kind of thing, it's like, I want to show off some of this art. I also don't want to spoil it. And I feel like, if you're like, oh man, I want to see more of this, this is in every library. There's 1,000 videos. Like, everyone's done a video of this. So, but yeah, wait a minute. This is where I fell in love. This page is where I fell in love with this series. Because it's Bone running from these rat creatures. And just like gorgeous, gorgeous landscape. Those rat creatures would have to be pretty stupid to follow me on this frail little branch. Stupid rat creatures. Like, that to me, I'm like, I'm in. And, especially like little... Let's talk about some great layouts here. So it's like, you read it this way, but just the way he built it, you get to see like the full dragon between a double page spread. And it's just goofy fun. Like, phony. The other thing is, like, I believe I don't know if this is new art or not. Like, some of this seems new, some of this doesn't. But it's a great way to show off, like I said, the original black and white. Because he talks about how, like, every version of this has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So he wanted to make it, like, an oversized one. So, I mean, talk about another great panel. Also, wait a minute. You know what? Since we're doing this, I want to... Let's enjoy. So, we got Rose, Phone Bone, and Grandma Ben. Now, Grandma Ben is like, spoiler alert. Yeah, let's put up the spoiler here. But man, Grandma Ben is a tank. But like, it's weird because it's serious. There's threats, there's pressure, but then it's always goofy. There's always a little bit of a humor to it. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's a great blend. Because when it gets serious, it gets serious. And that's what's fun about a lot of these characters. Like, even the rat creatures. They are menacing at this point. But, like, before this, they're all kind of goofy. Like, this moment right here, it's like, oh. And we get to, the 2 cousins get united. Phony and Smiley. It literally feels like Phone Bone, the main character, is Mickey Mouse. Phony is Donald. And Smiley is Goofy. Just like that kind of archetype. But yeah, I cannot give this series enough. And it's fun writing, it's great art. And it just has moments and characters you will love. Because, like, it's coming up, yeah. So you finally, like, this whole first book, the cousins are separated and they finally get united. The Great Cow Race, like, it's well known that this was like a throwaway line, but fans demanded it so much, so it's like Jeff Smith's like, okay, let's do something with this. And this is a great, like, classic sequence. And it's the kind of thing, it's like, I want you all to enjoy this. This is one of my favorite series. This always has inspired me as a cartoon. As a cartoonist, like, one guy can do all of this. So I love the rat creatures. Like, I cannot go off enough about this. So what's great about this volume, though, because like this is new. I don't know if it's new, but it's just like a great. Actually, wait a minute. You know what? Let's pull an Omar, shall we? So let's compare some pages. This is this to here. You can kind of see the size difference, the art. This one has a little bit richer blacks than this. Still easy to read, but like I said, completely different size comparison. So we got this one here. Okay. Here's this to the colored pages. Like I said, I love the black and white. Like I said, I think most people are going to prefer the colors. This is the Scholastic volumes. So just to give you an idea of how those look. Groovy. And last, the all-in-one. I'm trying not to put this on my book because I don't want to damage either of these. The all-in-one with this. Granted, like I said, this is standard size, just a hunker. This is oversized. So we'll just put... Now, let's go to the back matter. Now, this is where this collection, I think, is like for the ultimate fans. So we got some great double page spreads, pinups, but then we have all this. We have stories, interviews. It goes through like the creation of Bone, getting this off the ground, because there was a lot of work, especially for years. It didn't look like this would survive. This was a very big, important print. A bunch of indie creators came together and made this. There's our Bone with Jeff Smith. Like I said, interviews, going through. This is what's cool too. This Wizard article really helps sales, and they have it right here. They kind of go through like original Bone, the college years of Thorn, just a lot of back matter explaining, like I said, everything done in this period for this book. So if you're a big fan of Bone and you're like, I would love to know more of the history, this is the one for you. Because they even explain like, hey, this is how this drawing came together, the Great Cow Race, when it was at Image, showing all. This is now the only thing with this deluxe. I get why they don't have like any of the covers. They have a clear separation of issues, but they don't have any of the covers. So that's them right here. Then I believe showing, this is cool too. I hope we get more of this. It's showing how page 1 was made, from like the roughs, cleaning them up, because he even completely redoes them. Showing the first collected editions. Oh, this, I wish more did this. It is just a simple breakdown of like the time period. Like, hey, Bone 1 was published, got this. Acknowledgements, and then different in page and here. So, end of the day, I hope the main thing you kind of get from this is, I hope you just read Bone. Like I said, it's one of my favorites for a reason. Like, and Omar kind of jokes he double dips. I've upgraded because I started off with this, I got this, I got this, then I got this. And I knew like these, like I said, I knew these were well worn. I didn't realize they were that well loved. But yeah, I'm so glad Scholastic put this out. I'm so glad these are still in production. And I really hope this is something, even if you, like I said, most libraries have them. I can't recommend this series more than like enough. So, hope you enjoyed this overview. And I believe this is where we insert the sponsors of. So, fun fact, I forgot to show off like the eye of all these. So, this one, come on, good looking eye, sewn binding. This one doesn't matter as much because it's a little thinner, but sewn binding, good eye on this one. This one, glued binding. Now, here's the thing. I don't know, because like I said, I bought these years ago, so you might need to double check this. But let's take a look. Yeah. These guys, sewn binding. I thought the glue came out on this page of mine. Where are you? You would think I'd have this prepared, but not a professional. Yeah. So I thought, yeah, this is sewn binding. I thought this was glued. So, yeah, sewn binding. Good on Scholastic, man. Get on that.